Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we're taking a look at the latest Transformers: The Last Night toy to be revealed. And today we are talking about Infernocus, which for the most part is a repaint of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunter Abominus set, which was a 5-pack of Legion class Transformers that was based on the original Terracons from Transformers Generation 1. And today, 4 out of the 5 figures have been repainted into these Infernocons, which is pretty cool that they actually have an affiliation. But there is one figure that's been completely replaced, and that's Hunger. Hunger does not get a repaint for the setup, but you do get a figure that's replaced for it. Anyways, let's take a look at the repaints. The first one we're going to take a look at is the repaint for Windraiser, which, by the way, I love the names for these guys. The repaint's name is Rupture, which is mostly gray but has these orange wings, which I really do like the look of. I always liked Windraiser. My problem was the legs on him. I've been noticing it has like a stress mark on it, but that's just mine for right now. But still, nonetheless, it's a pretty cool looking figure. Moving on from that, we got Thrash. Again, I love the name. This is a repaint of Twin Strike, which is mostly gray, seems to have some orange on the chest. Speaking of mostly gray and orange on the chest, the repaint for Blight, which you can't really get a good view of his name, but I think it's Gurge or Gurge. He looks pretty cool too. I like this gray and orange color scheme. And then the next figure is mostly gray. I'm not really seeing any orange. And that would be, I think it's Glug, but I could have that wrong. That looks cool nonetheless. Now, the figure that's completely new is Skulk. And I really do like this. He actually has the weapon for the whole entire set, which is this sword that detaches into 2 swords that he can use when he's not combined. So I think that's kind of cool. He doesn't seem to actually transform into anything, he just seems to be the main combiner piece. So unfortunately there's no dragon mode or anything like that, which kinda sucks, but that's whatever. Nonetheless, I like the setup, and I would love to swap out with the Abominus with these different colors. I think that'd be kind of cool and fun. Anyways, with that said, we also have the combined form, which is Infernocus, and he looks really cool. So the limbs are pretty much just gray and orange repaints, nothing really new, which is fine. But the main combiner piece for Skulk looks really nice and menacing. Now, I do have a concern about this, and that would be the knee articulation, which I'm partly thankful that it has knee articulation, or seemingly has knee articulation, but at the same time, I remember the original Abominus set was pretty loose in some of the joints, and that was the advantage of having no knee articulation, is that Abominus can actually hold himself up. Granted, the main figure for this is a completely new figure, but I seem to also recall that the clips that attach the knees to the figures don't really work out too well when you mess around with it a little too much. Nonetheless, I don't actually have the figure, so I can't really say for sure. All I could say is the head looks nice. The color scheme, while it is mostly gray, it really works, especially for the head design. I love the horns. I think that looks pretty cool. Now, another interesting thing is it seems to be included, or something that's included with it, is Quintessa. And it's listed that Infernocus is actually the guard of Quintessa. So I'm kind of curious if Infernocus actually has a role in the movie, and instead of making completely new figures, they just decide to repaint 4 of the Abominus figures to attach to this, or maybe Infernocus doesn't actually have another mode, it's just Infernocus. Like, he doesn't actually separate in the movie, but they decided just for the toy that they would give him these different forms. I don't know. That would kind of explain why the main one doesn't have another mode. It's just in there to complete the set and make him look more like what he would look like on the show, or on the movie, I should say. I will say that the Quintessa figure actually looks pretty cool. Now, Quintessa was pretty much we pretty much knew that she was going to be in the movie. It was dropped quite recently on IMDb that she was going to be in the movie, so there's that. And it's pretty cool. Now, you can't really get a good view at Quintessa, but I am seeing kind of a Quintesson vibe to it. Apparently, she's a female version of a Quintesson, so that's kind of cool. You can pick out some of the details, and I think it looks kind of cool, but I can't really get a good view of it. But very nice that this set includes that. Now, I'm also going to continue with the Infernocon thing, and does that pretty much tell us the role of Dragonstorm for Transformers: The Last Knight? As we know, Dragonstorm actually has a part in the movie, so I'm kind of curious if this just announced exactly what Dragonstorm's role is, and just like the Infernocus figure, he is an Infernocon that is a guardian of the Quintessa. So, I don't know if that necessarily says anything to you, or maybe he was an Infernocon that betrayed Quintessa or something like that, and that probably explains why he's on Earth. Or maybe he's the guardian of that Cybertronian thing that seems to be inside of Earth. Who knows exactly? I'm just basically speculating at this point, but it seems like, especially with the color scheme and the fact that it's a dragon, it seems like Dragonstorm is an Infernocon, and maybe that Steelbane was actually the Infernocon that betrayed Quintessa. I don't know. I don't even know if Steelbane is actually in the movie. Again, this is all speculation, but it seems like finally we have an affiliation for Dragonstorm. So with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. Please comment below. What do you think of Infernocus? I think it looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting another set that's just like Abominus. I think that set is pretty cool, and I would love to get it in a different color. I never got the Takara version of Abominus, and I always had an eye for that, so maybe I might get this. I think it looks pretty cool. So, with that said, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.